Okay. I can't even think. I don't know how to start. Welcome to what I do outdoors.
No, forget that. Nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah, here we go. First day by myself here in Pennsylvania. We had a lot of rain the past couple days. The first day for me was a washout. I mean, we sat all day and we heard birds off the roost and absolutely nothing came in. We didn't work any birds. We had a lot of people with a lot of success in the area, but not for me. But anyways, I'm a little bit late. I'm on a piece of public and I thought there might be trucks here, and there is not even a vehicle for over 2 miles. So I'm pretty pumped. I actually drove down the road, turned around and came back to see if there's any cars laying around. Laying around, but now I have about a 45-minute jaunt to the top of the mountain here, and then about another half hour, 45-minute walk back to where I want to listen. And I'm a little bit late, so let's go hunt turkeys in Pennsylvania. I made it to the top, and I'm saying I made it in record time, 25 minutes. Up over that hill. And last night, in the rain, I saw one gobbler for sure, but there was 2 turkeys, not sure the other one. Way down here at the back end of this field. Probably about 45 minutes before fly up. So I'm guessing these birds are roosting pretty handy to here. The last time they gobbled, they were probably 150 yards out. They were within 100 yards, right off the roost. I'm guessing there's a few jakes that were down to the left. I did hear one hen yelping. But it's They gobbled good. I just heard that hen again. But we're gonna sit here for a little bit. Maybe something else might be coming through and figure out where these birds are at. That huge field's behind me, about 150 yards or so. Maybe they might be swinging down the lower end of that field where I saw them last night walking up in. I didn't expect them to be this deep in the woods to roost, but I know there's a bunch of laurel down over that edge there. This is a nice flat, thick, but it's a good flat. I'll make another quick call, see if I can get them to gobble. Way that way. I can't say way, but 150 yards out. They haven't moved all morning, but maybe 100 yards back and forth. Like I said, there's one big dominant gobbler in there, and I'm sure there's jakes and there's other longbeards, but they keep fighting about 150 yards that way, straight ahead. So I'm gonna tiptoe my way down through and see if I can't locate them, get a little bit closer anyways. Because there's gotta be something in between so that they don't want to swing around. So I don't know if I want to angle up this way and swing around or go right at them. Well, only guessing. I was walking around this ridge here to get back to that field, and struck my curiosity what this point looks like. I've pretty much found out where these birds have been roosting or where they were fighting this morning. I've seen this. The big old feather. Yeah, that's a big feather there. It's pretty thick. You know, turkeys will lose their feathers when they're out there scrapping, fighting around. But we keep on moving. Now we know why they stopped gobbling. I can hear some heavy equipment down over the hill, a couple hundred yards. This is where these birds were roosted this morning. Yeah, so I don't know if they hooked back to the field or wrapped around this hill, but I'm gonna go back and check that big field, see if they're not in there. Oh well. Well, I set up on these birds. Actually, I moved in on them, and they stopped gobbling. There was some work crew. I don't know if it was loggers or what it was. They were working on the roads. Birds went silent, so I quick took a nap, and now I'm walking back deeper, get away from all the noise, try to strike some new birds. I just left where I originally heard those birds. I'm gonna call down into this deep ravine down here It's probably 10:30 or so. That's normally when birds start firing back up again. So I'm gonna get down over there and see if I can't strike one up. I'm gonna hit a slate call. It was windy a little bit ago, and I know that with all this rain, those creeks are, and those creeks or streams and stuff, it's probably ripping down there, so those birds are gonna have a hard time hearing. So, all right, let's give it a go. A lot of acorns in through here this year. Tons, and there's tons left over. Look at this. Just tons of acorns left over. Well, it's starting to rain. Go figure. Whatever. I think we'll get around here. I gotta go down this way. Well, I'm gonna put a camera away and wait for this to slow down, and I'm gonna call down over that hill. It's steep. Real steep. Okay. Yeah. Pay attention when you're walking through the frickin' woods. Just heard a turkey gobble down there, and I thought I heard it before, so I started walking up towards it, and I stepped 3 feet away from this puppy. Oh yeah, he's hammering. This is not what I'm excited about. I'm not worried about this. This is what I'm worried about. This, I was, yeah, well, yeah, Yeah. Big old timber rattler. Holy cow, is he big. I got a good chance at him, but this puppy scared the living crap out of me. I just want to let you guys know something. Rattlesnakes will den up anywhere they possibly can. This big yellow-faced timber rattlesnake up here in the mountains of Pennsylvania was maybe 2 to 3 feet away from a hollow log. Let me show you. So right there's that snake right there. And right there, I'll zoom in, you can tell that it's been matted down a few times. And that's where that snake has been denning up. It's a beautiful, absolute gorgeous timber rattlesnake. Not too many rattles on it. They do fall off now and then, but this thing is girthy. It's about as big as round as a baseball. Just unbelievable snake. That's why when you go to certain areas, try to figure out what habitat's around, what animals might be around. Because if I was running through the woods, if I was going to run through the woods and set up on this gobbler down this ravine, I would have stepped right on this thing and I would have got cracked. And I probably wouldn't have made it out of the woods because I am just over 4 miles back from any hardtop road. So just be very careful.
that quick. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Yes. Holy cow.
That is outstanding. I was sitting there trying to locate these birds late morning, and I saw that rattlesnake over there, and I heard one gobble down over the hill, so I started to back up a little bit. I thought I heard one gobble down this ravine, so I started walking towards it, and I ended up stepping on a big yellow-faced timber rattlesnake over there. And this bird kept gobbling, so I stopped calling. And I was not messing with it, but I tried to get some really good pictures of that snake. And this gobbler he gobbled like 80 yards away from me, just down off the ridge. So, holy cow, Pennsylvania mountain gobbler. I know he had a full fan. But holy cow. That's how quick it happens. Oh, wow. Let's go take a look at him.
Gobbler right here. Boy, did he gobble coming up that hill. Holy, that's a nice bird. Good 8-9 inch beard. Good 8-9 inch beard. Yeah. That's a nice bird. That's a nice bird. No, he's got about inch. Those are sharp. My God, they're sharp. Big bird. Big PA gobbler. Look at that. The old two-toe. What in the world? Yep. A nice spur. Now, I got calls laying all over the place here.
Okay. This is where the bird was shot. Dropped right in his tracks. Let me show you how close I was when that turkey gobbled, okay? Well, let's pace it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that's all the farther I want to get, because this is where I was standing when he gobbled the last time. That is ridiculous. And then I ran right at the base of that tree right there. You can probably see my decoy bag right there. But that is just... Oh. But seriously, no. Rattlesnakes are not good luck for me. No. A lot of people like them, and that's okay. But that was super exciting. That was exciting. Holy cow. Well, I'm pretty close to 4 miles back in. I'm gonna pack this bird up I'm gonna take off. From one adrenaline pump to the next. Yeah, thanks for watching this one. That was fun.